Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So as you would have seen from my last video, I am pregnant and it feels so weird to say. It's been a long time coming. I have done quite a lot of videos on my channel about this already, but I'll link them down below in the description. But basically, if you don't know already, me and my husband have a 2.5-year-old son already. And when he was 6 months old, we decided to try for baby number 2. And it wasn't as quick as it was with our first. And after a year of trying, we went to the doctors and they referred us to the fertility specialists. And what they'd done was they did ovulation tracking for 3 months. And out of them 3 months, I only ovulated 1 of them months. So what they said was the reason why I wasn't getting pregnant looked pretty much down to the fact that I just didn't ovulate every single month, or it could have been that 1 month that I ovulated was just like a fluke and that I could actually just not be ovulating at all. So what they decided to do was put me on this medicine called Clomid, and I've done a whole video about this. This is my last video, so if you want to go back you can watch that. I did a whole video about my experience on Clomid and all the side effects and everything that goes along with that. And basically what Clomid does is it stimulates eggs to ovulate, so then obviously it gives you a chance to get pregnant. And lucky enough for us, we managed to get pregnant on the first round of Clomid, which is insane because I never ever thought that would happen. I've been told by the specialists that it normally takes a few months just to kind of like get the right levels right, and they might need to like up your dosage, just like things like that. So I kind of wasn't really expecting much. I was really chilled out and just more like grateful for the fact that I was on the drugs and that I had a chance of getting pregnant. So I don't know if that helped with us getting pregnant or not, but anyway, it's just like mind-blowing, totally crazy. So what I thought I would do is do a little video basically about my symptoms from week 4 when I found out, all the way up to week 10, which is what I am now. And I've also got some exciting news to share with you, so stay tuned to find out what that is. So what others, I'll talk about how I found out I was pregnant. So basically I knew when I'd ovulated because they like you to go in for a scan just before you're about to. So I was able to then track the days past ovulation and then work out when I would roughly be starting to feel symptoms and things like that. And I think it was on 10 days past ovulation, so 10 DPO, that I got my first very faint pregnancy test. And if you go back and watch my Clomid video, you'll be able to see that. But on that day, I woke up and my boobs were so sore. I went in the shower and even the water hitting off of them was agony. And that made me think, maybe it's this month for us. But I'd heard that Clomid can give you them side effects as well, so I still wasn't like too sure. So anyway, I took the pregnancy test and I literally couldn't believe it. I thought, it's too faint, let's just give it another day or two. So then I took another pregnancy test on 12 DPO and the line literally was like so dark. So dark. Came up faster than 3 minutes as well. So that's when I was like, right, we're definitely pregnant. Now, from then, I think my only symptom was that I had sore boobs and that I kind of felt tired, I think, from week 4 to 5. But during week 4 to 5, or even week 6 probably, I would say that the most, the common feeling that I had was just this like feeling of anxiety. It was like, don't get your hopes up because it might not work. You might lose them, it could be a chemical pregnancy. These were all the thoughts that were going through my head. And it was like, you feeling like you want something so bad and then you're like holding on to it and you don't want to hold on to it too tight in case it like slips through your fingers. So that was kind of how my husband felt. And when we talked about it being pregnant, it was kind of like we were trying to be happy and positive, but we were also guarding ourselves at the same time, because I thought, I don't know how I will cope if, you know, something was to go wrong at this early stage. So it took me a couple weeks to kind of get over that. And on week 6 is when we went for the scan, because I like to scan you early when you're on Clomid. So I feel like that was actually a godsend, because when I got the scan at week 6, everything was fine, and it kind of made it seem more real, and I felt more relaxed, and I wasn't feeling as anxious anymore. And yeah, I just felt good. Sorry, excuse, my dog is barking in the background. Evie, be quiet. Eve, come here. Come here for the video. Come here. You want to be in the video? Because you're going to be a big sister, aren't you? You can be a big sister. Yeah, so basically, when we went for our scan on week 6, this was the shock. They scanned me, and what do you think they said? They said, do you see what we see? And I'm looking, and I'm like, no. No. There is not 2 babies in there. There is 2 babies. We are having twins, aren't we, Eve? Twins! Can you actually believe that? So she scanned me, and clear as day, I will insert the picture of the scan. But anyway, you can see the 2 babies side by sides, and you can see their little hearts beating. They were only the size of blueberries, so they were really, really tiny, but you could see their hearts beating. And I was literally like in shock, started crying instantly. Looked over at my husband, he was crying. I think he was probably freaking out all the money we're going to need to spend. Nuts. And it was literally just like the best news I could have heard, because we had always wanted 3 kids, and we always wanted them to be really, really close in age. And the fact that we'd had to wait like 2 years to get pregnant again, I was worried that then when we had the 3rd one, Cody would be, you know, 6 or 7, and I just didn't want that. So the fact that we've got twins now means that there's going to be like a 3.5 age gap between Cody and then the 2 other babies. So they'll all be close in age, and that's just what I wanted. And it just shows that sometimes you just have to wait. I definitely couldn't have coped with twins when Cody was 6 months old, because that would have meant that I would have had 3 of them under 2 years old, which would have been absolutely nuts. And everything always works out the way it's meant to be. It's hard to see that when you're going through infertility, but that's what I would just say. If that's what you're going through, when you do get your baby in the end, it'll be the right time, and everything will just fall into place, and you'll forget all the hardship that you went through, and it doesn't even matter anymore. It's just like that's just like all washed over you, and you're just you know that this is the right time to have this baby now. So yeah, so happy. So from week 6, when we found out, the symptoms have got incredibly worse. Now with twins, they say that everything is doubled. So I've had morning sickness before, but this is something different. From week 6 till about 9, I was sick legitimately 20 times a day. From the moment I got up to the moment I went to sleep, I felt ill, and if I wasn't vomiting, then I was close to it. Could hardly keep any food down, could hardly keep any water down. It just was not fun, and I couldn't even look after my son, which was probably the worst thing about it, because you feel like you are like a failure. And I ended up having to get my mum up to look after Cody and me, because I just couldn't cook any dinners or anything like that. So we went to doctors, and they prescribed me 3 different types of medication. I'll link them below because there's no way I'm pronouncing these names. But basically, taking all 3 of them throughout the day seems to work. So now I'm just sick first thing in the morning, probably about 3 times, maybe 4 times. And then after that, after about 10 o'clock, stop being sick, and then it's just feeling sick all day, the dry bulk, which is the worst, but at least I'm not being physically sick. And then I'm able to keep all my food down now and stuff like that with the tablets. And then I just go to bed at like 8 o'clock at night because I feel so ill. And then I know that I need to wake up again in the morning and be sick again. It's horrible, but it's worth it. And I know that eventually it will be over. It's not going to last the whole pregnancy, hopefully not. So yeah, so that's that. I'm feeling that the tablets that I'm taking are making me extremely puffy. I feel like I've kind of like a swollen like face, swollen hands, swollen feet, and I've also gained quite a lot of weight. I don't know exactly how much, but I do know that I've gained weight because the only way to keep the nausea at bay seems to be if I eat small things every couple hours, and the only things that seem to stay down are like really bland foods like bread and potatoes and like carby foods. And before I got pregnant, I'd been on a really strict low carb diet for about 9 months, so the only things I was eating was like salads, chicken, like lean chicken, soups, protein shakes, things like that, eggs. So all of them things are just things that I can't stomach. It just sounds like revolting to me at the moment. And I think because I've been on such a low carb diet and now the only things that can stay down is like dry toast and baked potatoes and things like that, that's what's making me gain the weight, just because of like the sheer like transition in diet. But I know that that will just be a little while. I'm pretty sure that my body just will like stabilise after a while, hoping so anyway. And I'm hoping to exercise this pregnancy as well. I have done a wee bit in the beginning, but just because I'm feeling so sick the last few weeks, I haven't done. But I'm hoping to get back into it in like the second trimester when I've stopped vomiting and I've stopped feeling so nauseous all day long. But that's about it so far. So I go for my next scan in a couple weeks time. So I'll get to see the babies again and I'm really excited about that. So what I'll do is I'll probably do another video once I've been there and once we're kind of past the first trimester, and then see if the symptoms have changed. But we are so excited to have these little twins, and my son is over the moon. He keeps saying that there's 2 babies in mummy's tummy, which is so cute, and he's like just the most precious boy when it comes to babies. So I know he'll be so good with the twins. So yeah, and I'll also show you a belly shot. Believe it or not, I have a bump. I didn't even show with my son until like 20 weeks, seriously. And I have started to show with these babies. I think about like 8 weeks pregnant. I literally woke up 6 months pregnant. No joke. I was like, what on earth? I am literally like 6 months pregnant here. I'm just waiting for someone to ask me, oh, so are you due at the start of the year? And I'll be like, no, July. But yeah, I'll show you my bump. I'll stand back so I can show you all. And I'm so self-conscious because it's too big. It is too big for 6 months, for 10 weeks. But then I suppose there is 2 babies in there. That's what I just have to keep saying. But I'm just really worried now. What's going to happen? How big am I going to get? But anyway, thanks for watching this video. And if you want to follow along with my pregnancy journey, then please hit that subscribe button. And like I said, if you're going through infertility at the moment, there's tons of videos on my channel all about that. And what I would just say is, just please stay strong, don't give up. Whatever you do, me and my husband were so close, no joke, to giving up. We really were. We were like, let's just count our blessings that we have, Cody. Some people don't have any, and let's just give up. And the fact is, I'm so happy that we never gave up, because this is what we wanted, this is what we dreamt about. We dreamt about having these 3 kids, and we have got them. I know they're not physically here yet, but we feel like we are going along to get them. So just whatever you do, do not give up, and for as long as it takes, it will be all worth it. And when you do find out you're pregnant, it will feel like, okay, that's fine. All your hardship and all your tears and everything like that, they'll just be a distant memory, and it'll be like, this is the perfect timing for these babies. I understand why we had to wait so many years, even though right now it doesn't feel like that. So I will see you all in my next video. Bye!